It was a town nestled in the Whistling Mountains. People had always been wary of the ranges. Not just because they were treacherous, but because of the stories they'd heard. Tales of missing travelers, unexplained sounds, and eerie phenomena were common. Yet, life went on, and the residents of the town lived in relative peace. Until one day, when a group of miners stumbled upon an ancient well, located deep within the mountains. The well was circular, made of age-worn stone, and it was deeper than anyone could see. Around it were inscriptions in a language that no one could understand. The miners were intrigued. The day they discovered it, they tried dropping a stone into the well to gauge its depth. They listened intently, but heard no splash. Astonished, one of the miners, a man named Ed, decided to lower a lantern tied to a long rope. Hours seemed to pass as they lowered it, yet the lantern's light eventually disappeared into the darkness without hitting any water or ground. The mystery of the bottomless well quickly spread across the town. Some were curious, others were afraid, but everyone wanted to know its secret. The town's historian, Mrs. Palmer, recalled an old tale her grandmother once told her. A tale of a well that was said to be a gateway to another realm, where spirits and souls roamed freely. No one had ever returned from it. Despite the warnings, Ed and a few others decided to set up a camp near the well to investigate further. They brought equipment to measure depth, detect sounds, and even tried to map its structure. Days turned into nights, and with each passing hour, the mountain seemed to grow restless. Whispers echoed through the trees, and a cold wind often whistled past, even when the surroundings were still. One evening, as Ed was jotting down notes by the campfire, he heard a soft voice, almost like a lullaby, coming from the well. It was faint, but enchantingly beautiful. Drawn to it, he approached the well's edge. The song grew louder, and as he peered into the abyss, he felt an invisible force pulling him closer. His friends, noticing his trance, tried to pull him back, but it was too late. With a swift motion, Ed was pulled into the well, the rope and lantern dropping after him. The camp was enveloped in an eerie silence, broken only by the shocked gasps of the miners. Terrified, they abandoned the camp and rushed back to the town. They recounted the events to the townsfolk, who were equally horrified. The mayor declared the well and its surrounding area off limits. But the events at the well weren't over. Every full moon night, people started hearing the lullaby echoing from the mountains. Those who heard it described feelings of melancholy, sorrow, and an overpowering urge to visit the well. Several townsfolk disappeared on such nights. Years passed, and the stories of the well became legends. The path to it was reclaimed by nature, and it soon became a place that no one dared to venture. But the mountains remembered. And every full moon, if one listens closely, they can still hear the soft lullaby, a siren call from the abyss, reminding everyone of the well in the Whistling Mountains and the souls it claimed.